whatever. But it turns out, like, we were talking about a girl on the podcast. Her name was Angel Sting.
Angel Sting?
Angel Sting. And it's funny, we were talking about Marilyn Manson. She looks just like Marilyn Manson.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that's why she decided to be like she crossed. She's not even like trans either because she doesn't take hormones or anything. But they just dress like a girl all the time.
She's a gender outlaw.
She's a gender outlaw. Yeah. Yeah, dude. But it's so funny because like she looks like this bitch looks like Marilyn Manson. Like just like Marilyn Manson, but with like a training bra on.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is probably something Marilyn Manson would have done.
Probably.
But he's a chonker now, so.
That's the worst, like, being goth and then getting fat.
Yeah. But it was funny because she was, so this girl just came out of the woodworks randomly and just, like, I noticed that I had, like, this message on my Twitter. And I never, you know me, like, I never really do anything on Twitter anymore, even though I have a shitload of followers.
You check and you retweet when you have to.
Yeah. So it's like. I noticed that there was a Angel Anderson whatever, and they were just like hate commenting, and no one really does that on my thing, like it's relatively very supportive on all ends because they're jacking off to my
it's simps mostly.
It's simps like jacking off to my pictures, and it's like nobody's gonna look at trans porn to write hate mail on it because they're gay for looking at trans porn. Right. Like. So it's just like she's posting shit on there like you're ugly, like oh you suck, and oh being gay for fun and profit, like you're fucking.
Well, I read I think it was the one where she's like. Because we posted like the famous Shannon Spears.
Yeah, she was like
she's not famous.
Yeah, dude, she's like boo on like a profile with no pictures.
Literally a blank profile with like just the letter B or letter A logo or whatever.
Well, it was just the default Twitter picture if you don't have a fucking picture.
Yeah, it's just the letter of your name.
It was like she just made it, but it's funny because like when I first started getting into porn, right? Like, I met her at a bar and we would hang out and shit, right? Like, and we would be on, like we would go to bars and I would go back to her house and drink and I would stay the night and typically go back to my house because I was living in Lake Villa at the time. Lucy, you remember that place, right?
Yeah, the house by the water, by the bar.
Yeah. That was badass, and we would get trash. That's how I met you, because your fucking sister.
She was living in a basement.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. I had the whole house.
It had a window, so it was like a sub-level.
That wasn't the
room.
But
you had a whole room to yourself, so that was really nice.
I rented the entire basement, but it was like...
It was nice.
The guy was never there, so I pretty much just had the whole house. It wasn't just the basement, because I had access to the entire fucking... house at that point, and then I used remember when we do the cookouts?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I'd just fuck up that guy's grill. Yeah, that's funny. But like, yeah, so like this bitch, she was on the thing just like, oh, blah blah blah, she's a scam artist and all this other shit. So I would hang out at her house and we would do like cam shows and shit on her account, which typically like it would take her hours to put on makeup because she's just like, she looks like Marilyn Manson, obviously. Like, so like I would be doing the cam shows, and like one time, jokingly, I was just like, "Hey, like," and we've only hung out for like I want to say like 2 months or something. Jokingly, I was like, "Oh, like it kind of seemed like I did all the work there. Maybe I should get more money." And I said it jokingly because I was drunk,
right?
Like I didn't mean it, And then she got pissed off and started screaming at me, and then like went back into her room. Oh. And she basically kept my money.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you split? What do you make on a cam show? Like, how the fuck are you gonna get like fucking tip coins or some bullshit?
That was like my first experience ever doing porn. And then at one point, so like she took me to this one party where I eventually met the dude that I shoved the baseball bat into his ass, and then she was hanging out with Brooke, and then he was with Brooke Zanell, and she was on the fucking bar like Coyote Ugly flopping her penis like, oh yeah.
I remember that scene in Coyote Ugly where they were flopping their penises.
That's what she did though. Like she was on the counter like, oh yeah, oh look, dude, my pussy just fell out of my underwear. Oh jeez. Like and cause she's from Kentucky, so she had a southern drawl, so she was the best. So like we got drunk and did cocaine, but I want to say that like Angel was just like, you know, like I don't know, she was just like flirting with dudes. I was just kind of wanting to get drunk, you know. So we got fucked up, and towards the end of the night, she was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get my photographer. I'm gonna give him your number, and I'll have him give you a call. So I was just like, whatever, dude. Like what happens, basically.
Yeah.
And then so like Angel basically came up and was like, oh, you should do me too. But it's like we were talking, you know.
Yeah.
So like now she basically we went to the shoot. And she just acted a fool. She acted like a dumb idiot, and you know. And then when it came down to it, like she ended up being stupid to like Steven Gruby and like Omar Wax and all the people that do the scenes.
Yeah, it's very good.
So like she basically shot herself in the fucking foot.
She blacklisted herself.
Yeah, she did. And she was trying to start shit with me. She like posted a picture of my ID on the internet, and it like
that's a big no-no.
Yeah, right away you get banned for any of that shit. Like you're a fucking idiot. But yeah, so this bitch looks like Marilyn Manson. So it was funny. So like every couple of years, I like to flex on this stupid idiot and like send her pictures of like thousands of dollars of cash or like my brand new tit job.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So like randomly, she just sent me this stupid shit.
It is funny though. Like, so what you have to know.
It's sad, dude. It's so fucking sad.
What I said, what you have to know is that. Not only is she following, because that was like what, a retweet from the Being Gay Twitter page or something like that. It was on your page though.
It was on my page, but she went on Shannon shit too.
Yeah, but so that means she's not on Twitter, still following, and then made an account and was like, I have to fucking like make an account to talk shit or whatever. Like,
so then what I did was she started going on Shannon shit and like talking shit to Shannon. She's just like jealous, dude. Like nobody likes her because she's just a toxic person, dude. Like if I was her, I would be mad too, dude. How are you gonna look like Marilyn Manson and not be able to suck your own dick?
Right. I mean, that's the whole point, right?
Like I wonder if she does what is it like if I gave her $100 and I was like, I want you to come on the podcast and just act like you're Marilyn Manson. I need a Marilyn Manson impersonator.
Well, I like to imagine you're like, come on the podcast, pretend you're Marilyn Manson, and she's like wearing the stilts from like The Beautiful People.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. One time when we were at their house, and she's with this dude, and I feel bad for this guy because she's just like the most angry, toxic. Because it's just like a she's a cross dresser, and so she doesn't take hormones, so she has like a ton of stupid testosterone and shit.
Stupid.
Yeah, like stupid testosterone. So she just gets mad and shit. And they live in this small fucking apartment, and it's like gross because they smoke inside. And shit.
Oh, cigarettes.
Yeah, they smoke cigarettes inside, so it's fucking disgusting, dude.
That's like a very big red flag.
Yeah, so like yeah, dude. So like that. Oh yeah, here's Chris. Hey, it's good to see you. Sorry, my shirt is off. Sorry.
We're sorry, my shirt's off. We're doing the podcast.
It was hot in here. I'm sorry. It was hot.
It was warm earlier though.
Yeah. So like this Marilyn Manson looking bitch, like basically shot herself in the foot, and then like she's trying to flex on me, and I'm like, you know, I live in the most expensive city in the world. And I have a decent.
Oh no! Here, go ahead.
I have like a decent fucking apartment, so it's like I support myself, and you've been living for the last like probably 10 years on another person's dime.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of sad, Miss Sting.
Well, that's
And you know what? Right now, I'm calling you out, Angel Sting Anderson.
Angel Sting Anderson.
I'm calling you out, brother. I'm telling you right now, if you come on the podcast, we'll squash the beef. I would love to hear your side. You could come on. We can yell at each other. I'll even put a bunch of cups of water on the table, And then you can throw water at my face, and then we can like do one of those bits, you know, like from
How dare you?
Yeah, like from one of those Hallmark movies, you know, like it's like I can't believe you, you bitch.
Yeah,
like,
ladies love doing that.
I want to do it to her and see the makeup just like run off of her fucking face.
Her Marilyn Manson
her Marilyn
makeup.
Manson makeup.
Just like blood.
Her one contact lens.
It's white. Stop copying me.
Yeah, dude.